You're worried about being that bitch, aren't you? The toxic boss, the micromanager, the arrogant, conceited doctor. You don't want to be those things. So you go so far to the other side of the spectrum that you don't set standards or boundaries or clearly communicate your dreams and your desires either. So today we're going to talk about the things that you can do to never worry about that again and empower and unify your team and use that momentum towards your common goals. Hello, I'm Marinda Nelson, soul coach and healthcare consultant. I train the leaders of this brilliant new era that's coming in healthcare. Those of you that so often are the reluctant leaders, you have a dream, you have a vision for the type of provider that you want to be and the way that you want your practice to be, your dream practice. You know that with some of these seemingly simple adjustments that it can improve so dramatically for the administrators, for the providers, for the staff, and for the patients. I support you in bringing that into being. Your practices get to be fun and fulfilling, and they get to be profitable and prosperous. You've been told you have to pick one or the other, and that's simply not true. Now, your authentic practice is going to begin with you being you. You never worrying about being the conceited asshole doctor. Starts with you being you. So on my website, leadersin.healthcare, go to the bottom of the page. It says start here. My gift to you, you can start today, is this pre-leadership work of realizing just how influential you are in your own experience, developing the relationships where you are cherished, loved, and respected for all of who you are, knowing how systems and structures support you, knowing that this is your authentic dream practice, that you don't have anybody to follow at this point. And so it does come back to this self-trust and that you support you fully. Saying yes to you and your dreams, providing for and protecting those dreams that you have, those desires, those values that you hold so strongly, that full expression, what you wear, how you say it, how you practice, you get to do those things. That's what we do in pre-leadership is get that vision clear. Allow yourself to desire it, to imagine it, to feel it, and to take the steps to bring it into being. When you come from this place of loving what you do, how you do it, who you are, the resources, the people, the systems that you have brought in to support that vision, to provide for that vision, to protect that vision, you will never be arrogant or conceited. Those come from a completely different place. Those come from a place of insecurity. Those come up from a place of overcompensating. So when you come from, yes, this is my vision. Hey, this is where we're going. Come along. And being willing to redirect back to that, we want our staff and those around us all heading the same direction. Yes, helping our patients, but there's a way you want it to look. There's a way you want it to feel. That's the pre-leadership work. Light leadership, this is leadership creating the new. And that is exactly what you are doing. The first arc is awareness. This is non-judgmental awareness of what's happening in the world, what's happening in politics, what's happening in your specialty, what's happening in healthcare as a whole, what is happening in your town, what's happening in your favorite type of patient to work with, what's happening with them right now, what are they experiencing, what are they seeing. It is awareness without judgment of your staff. What are they doing? What are you noticing? and yourself. This is awareness of you. Awareness is a non judgmental awareness, being aware of your conditioning, your stories, your supposed to's, not supposed to's, your beliefs. Simply taking that information in without judging it so that you notice and can then make decisions based on what you are noticing. This is the information gathering phase of leadership. Number two is lead by example. This sounds obvious, and it is one that I see not being done as thoroughly as it could be. If you want open ended questions asked of the patient, then ask open ended questions of the patient. Why are you asking your staff yes, no questions when you want them and asking the patients open ended questions? If a patient calls with a question, hey, yeah, oh, I'm glad they asked that question. That's a great question. If you have that attitude, your staff will have that attitude. You are leading by example, whether you choose to be or not. So bring intentionality to your leading by example. If you want something different, it begins with you. It sounds like a lot of responsibility, and it is, but it gets to be fun. You get to start the hallway high fives. You start the birthday balloons. What are the things that you want to be doing? How do you want the conversations to feel? Now, this is going to be directly reflective of your relationship with you, which is why my gift to you is foundations of an empowered and authentic relationship. Because what you're doing inside is what you're just going to be showing up outside for you. Okay, so it starts within you and then it expands to everybody around. So leading by example. Next, I wanted to spend time with today is training your team. Now, here's what I see happen so often in healthcare is that you sit your staff down in front of a video to train on the technical components. You send them to another practice for an afternoon to learn, or you have a rep for the company come in and they do a training. Those are really important trainings, learning the technical skills. This is healthcare. This is what we do. Those are critical. What I see too many practices missing is training on the goals, training on how you want it to feel, training on the vision, training on the values. You train your team. You're going to start with owning the desire. You won't own the desire if you don't feel safe to own the desire. You're not going to even let yourself see it, imagine it, if you haven't said, yes, yes, I trust me. I will provide for and protect my values, dreams, in full expression. Now, sometimes this vision comes in piece by piece, allowing each of those phases and allowing each of those steps. Yes, I value my desires. Yes, I support me fully. I support me fully. I'm going to own my dreams. Okay. I'm going to allow myself to imagine it. Then allow yourself to feel it. Okay. Now, I walk through guided meditations for people. I have a lot of tools, I have a lot of resources on this. So, message me if you want some help here. And then you take the physical steps of training your team. We've all had this happen too many times where we've done something and we think we've done a great job at it. And then the manager comes along and says, ugh, not like that. What were you thinking? That's not at all what I was talking about. But they hadn't clearly communicated the vision or clearly communicated the goal, clearly communicated how they wanted it to feel. So, this is one for you to not be that toxic boss or that micromanager where you need to stand over their shoulder and manage each piece of it. When you clearly communicate that goal, this is one that I struggled with and really took me some time to be able to communicate my goals and my dreams clearly. I did lean into leading by example. If I want people to be friendly and welcoming to new people coming into the group, that I am going to be the most friendly and welcoming, and I'm going to welcome them in, not to a point where it's fake. This still needs to be authentic. It still needs to be rooted in how you want to feel. Then those around me began using words that helped it be more clear for them. As I asked for feedback, then I would get those words and I could utilize some of those words. Empower. Hey, this is where we're going. This is what we're doing. Hey, how would you describe that conversation that I just had with that patient? What words would you use? That's empowering your team. That's giving the power back to them. Open discussions, awareness type discussions where you want to hear what they have to say. Now, these are people you value. These are people that support you doing what you love to do. You want to know what they have to say. They're incredible at what they do. Why would you not let them do that? How brilliant is it that you have these incredible people around you? You're going to encourage them. Hell yeah, celebrate them. Hallway high fives, whatever's authentic to you. You really put the attention into positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement. Hell yeah, I just heard how you do that. That's amazing. If I were going to describe that to somebody else, what words could I use? These are all tools and questions that you can be asking to then help clarify your vision so that you can communicate that more clearly, communicate your goals more clearly to your team as you're training your team. And then you're going to redirect back to that. Hey, we said this is how we wanted that to go. Hey, this is the full expression that we're going for. This is the goal. And I didn't see that happening here. And I'm noticing that this has been challenging, that we're kind of off the mark there. We want to be here and we're over here with your descriptor words. How do we get back to that? Okay. They can't read your mind. So it is your job to communicate those desires clearly, focusing on training your team, coming from a place of confidence, coming from a place of, hey, this is our goal. This is the impact that we want to have. This is how we want this to feel. This is the standard, is going to eliminate you ever being the micromanager, being the toxic boss, being the boss bitch, being that conceited and arrogant healthcare provider. Coming from a place of caring and compassion and love and desire and confidence and self trust and cherishing, loving, and respecting you and those around you. I'm here to support you. I love seeing what you're doing. You are incredible. You're doing an amazing job. The fact that you're even here to watch this video means that you care. So it is okay to set those boundaries, to set those expectations and those standards, to communicate the goal, to lead by example, train your team, have awareness around how that's going, what's happening, what's going on, and then redirect back towards that goal, encouraging all along, having the fun that you want to have, letting it be so fulfilling. When that happens, it becomes prosperous and profitable. Focus on having the practice of your dreams. The finances follow. The growth follows. To the degree where I guarantee it with the patients that I work with in my higher level programs. You're doing it. This brilliant new era is coming. It's on its way. I see it happening. I see it happening because I'm talking to you. I'm working with you. It starts within you. And then it's going to expand to those around you. This brilliant new era is coming and you're leading it. I'll see you soon.